Hello, folks. Donald Brooks here again. This episode is going to be kind of a continuation, so I guess we can name this one the Rodney Reed case continued. A few things that we didn't bring up in the last time we talked about Mr. Reed, the gentleman on death row, just to bring you up to date. He's still on death row. We still haven't heard anything about his fate. Hopefully, for his sake and everybody's sake, we'll hear something soon. But a couple of things. There are three things that we wasn't clear. I was not clear about last time, but I'm very much clear about this time. Number one, I really believe that he did have an affair with Stacy. It seems to be corroborated by some very reputable witnesses, friends of Stacy. So I was leaning saying we don't know, but now I'm gonna say we do know. That's one thing. The second thing is the timeline. The medical examiner for the prosecution said that she was murdered around 3 a.m. this morning. Well, that's the medical guy for the prosecution. There are a lot of medical examiners. The medical examiner for the defense said it could have been earlier, around midnight, even much earlier, which is a big deal because that doesn't necessarily say that Rodney Reed was the main suspect by the timeline. It says that, what's his name, Miss Von Burton? It's Fennell. I looked it up. It's not Fennell, it's Fennell. Okay. Mr. Fennell should be a prime suspect now because he was at home with her around midnight. So those two big deals changes things. And then we all know about the police bias in this case and willing to overlook things. And of course, the forensic evidence is also contradictory. I think we did speak about that last time. So I'm going to take that back. We're going to name this Dawn Brooks, not Rodney Reed. Continue. Who is the second victim? Who's the second victim? Now we know that one victim has already been identified, and unfortunately, she's dead. She's a victim, but the innocent person, be it Rodney Reed or Mr. Fennell, is a victim because they're not guilty. And if we can find which one of those gentlemen is not guilty, I think it's obvious that the other one is guilty. And the police need to focus on that instead of being, what do you call this? Shadow, what do they call that?
Like tunnel vision?
Tunnel vision. You're good for a lot of things, yeah. And I think they have tunnel vision. So what I'm going to do, I can't ask you to do this, maybe you'll follow my lead. I'm going to write the Supreme Court. Oh, by the way, they've turned Mr. Reed's case down 4 times. Write to your Supreme Court judge, U.S. Supreme Court. So I already have my letter ready, and I'm going to do this. The judge, Supreme Court of the United States, the address, 1 First Street, Northeast, Washington, D.C., 20543. Affix a stamp to it. That's what I'm going to do. I'll see you later. My stamp says love. Look at that, Miss Von Burton.